We are finally back for Premier League football once again after a month's absent away from football content. But we are finally back here with the coverage here of all our games here on BBC Match of the Day. But these will be the games we'll kick off right here, right now for this afternoon, as we have Liverpool as they'll be taking on here against Celtic, and also Spurs as they will take on here against Chelsea, and that'll be taking place later here on the show. But we do have some big news during the week. Have a new manager now appointed to replace David Moyes, being sacked due to poor results and then being bottom of the league. And his replacement is Philip Clement, as he's the new boss, will take over from David Moyes as a new manager for Glasgow Rangers. Philip, congratulations, you're the new manager of Rangers Football Club. What's your plan on getting Rangers to survive from the Premier League drop? First of all, I'd like to say that it's a great honour for me to join Rangers Football Club. I do think the plan is that we need to win football matches. It's simple as that. We have to win matches. And if you can win matches in the Premier League, especially Rangers playing Palace on this match day 11, I think there's a chance that we could progress maybe from there. What do you think about the squad for Rangers? Do you think this squad's big enough to survive the drop this season, or do you think that would be a struggle for them this campaign? How do you think about this season for them? Well, I know that the players not had a very good start to the season, and I know that these players have got the potential and the quality to keep this team in the division, because Rangers is a very big club, a very big football club. And the whole of Glasgow loves Rangers, apart from maybe the Celtic fans. But apart from that, I think that I've got the ability to do what it takes to win the fans over, and the players also, especially for any chances for us to win games and to survive the drop. And that's what I want to do, and my conscience for this season to do. Thank you very much there, Philip. Thank you for talking. Thank you. A new manager for Glasgow Rangers, and Alan, any thoughts on Philippe Clement taking over the reins of David Moyes? Do you think, as they're currently 19th in the Premier League on the standings at the moment, do you think that he's the right man to take over Rangers and keep this team in the Premier League by the end of this season? They only played 10 games so far this campaign, but the board decided to sack him within 10 matches. And what can you say about this new coach? It feels very harsh for Rangers to sack David Moyes, a coach that, managed a lot of big teams in the past, such as Everton, and, what he did at West Ham. But I know at the end of his reigns at West Ham, he was sacked during last season. And then, obviously, he got the job in the summer to be manager for Rangers, and things not worked out for David Moyes at Rangers. And they only picked up 1 win and 1 point out of the 10 games so far in the Premier League, and they are currently sitting in second bottom of the Premiership. Isn't very, very good to see. But at the same time, this new coach here, Philippe Clement, a very unknown coach in the British game, but at the same time, what he did at Monaco by, getting them into second place, into third place, and, didn't do as great in his third season at Monaco, but since the data shows that he's the right man for the job in terms of what he did in the French league, I think that he can be the right man maybe for the Rangers job. You never know on his potentials he did overseas, and we'll see what happens here as a new coach now for Rangers going forward. Thank you very much there, Alan. Let's get straight now to the coverage here for this matchup here as we go to the other side of Glasgow, as Celtic, however, have got a matchup here against Liverpool here. A big game for Celtic to get, hopefully, maybe their first home win of the Premier League season. And it could happen here as Brendan Rodgers will take on his former club Liverpool here live on Match of the Day here this afternoon. We are here at Celtic Park as we have Celtic v Liverpool in this matchup here for this afternoon game. As we know that obviously Celtic are fighting in the bottom end of the table, but while Liverpool, however, they are fighting at the top end of the table for that Premier League title race they're in, with the likes of United, City and even Everton, their rivals down the road from them in Liverpool at Merseyside. And they are here for tonight to take on Celtic. And we know there's a lot of history between these two sides in the past, and even now at the present, they're going at it here right now at Celtic Park Stadium here for this afternoon. So the lineup here for the two teams. We'll start things first with Celtic's team. We do have, as the goalkeeper, is going to be here Joe Hart, and he's the holy goalkeeper for the Celtic team. We got Oskangar and Vickers. We also got his Macamba, Morgan Gibbs-White, Chris Wood up front as well. We'll score the bangers hopefully by the game here. And that's the team right there for Celtic, and McGregor also playing in that wing position. But as of for Liverpool, they haven't lost a game yet so far since the first game of the season to Chelsea. They lost 5-1 at Stamford Bridge, but since then, Jurgen Klopp's side has been very consistent in the league, and every game since then, they've actually won all the matches mostly. But this squad right here is very strong, it is very compact, and we'll see how Liverpool play in this game. But a strong team, and they are ready for the match. They are ready to go. As we have it right here stored for us here. Liverpool travelled away from home. You never walk alone for both fans cheering that. They do have that tradition of you never walk alone entrances every time in these sort of grounds. Celtics, Liverpools, the Dortmunds, they do all sing You Never Walk Alone as part of the club's tradition. But we are here for kick-off, and here we go between this game between Liverpool and Celtic as we're live. And Darwin Núñez now through here. He's through. Well, he's 1v1 meanwhile here. And Liverpool scores straight in the game here. Straight from kick-off. And that didn't take long, didn't it, for Liverpool to get themselves in front. And Darwin Núñez puts the ball past Joe Hart. And the away team here, straight from kick-off, has got themselves in the lead in this match. And that was a very good to see right there from Celtic's point of view, as they are now behind in this match, straight in the game. And there's a goal there from Darwin Núñez for the example of that. He has really played a good blinder on that there for Darwin Núñez, as they are in the lead in this match. Now Johnson now to McGregor. Now to Macamba. Now to Chris Wood. Now here's Thiago. Now here's Darwin Núñez. Really pushing on the attack. Now here's Bradley. Thiago. And that's a goal for Thiago. That's 2-0 here. Just before half time. Just before half time. And they've got themselves another goal in the game. Two past Celtic's defence. And Liverpool are in good height there at the moment. And they didn't, even 10 minutes in the game, they scored 2 already here, Liverpool. Brilliant to see of football here. Nathan Redmond. There's a foul there from Andy Robertson. A yellow card right there for him in the match. So free kick for Celtic. And now McGregor will take it now to Carter Vickers. And now here's to Andy Robertson. Now Thiago. And now all the way there to Johnson. Now Darwin Núñez. Now to McGregor. Now Nakamba. Now here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Chris Wood back to Morgan Gibbs-White. And a save for the keeper. It could be a chance in Celtic to get themselves back into it slightly. But no. Wasn't the case, unfortunately so. And now Sabitzer. Now pushing forward here now. Header. Oh, save. Now Jurgen Klopp right there. He's got himself another chance for a third goal here. But saved right there from the goalkeeper there for Joe Hart. So now it's going to be here a corner in this match. And Klopp looks fuming, he does. Very fuming. Cross into the box. And a goal right there for Liverpool. In the head. Into the back of the net. And that's a goal right there for Rafinha in this match. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect for Liverpool. They've been absolutely bullying Celtic here in the first half. Who could imagine Liverpool to be 3-0 up here in the first 18 minutes in the game? Easy set piece cross into the box. And that was terrific. That was absolutely terrific. And that is a goal right there to make it here 3 in the match. And now Nathan Redmond pushing forward here. Save. Now Gomez won the ball here now to Thiago. Now Wood. And now Meninga. And he makes it in, a goal for Celtic here. And a Japanese Manida makes it 1 goal back here for Celtic. This has been a very good game, and it looks like Celtic trying to get back into the game here slightly. And a goal right there for the Japanese midfielder to put that ball into the back of the net here for Celtic here at home. And there's a little bit of hope here for Celtic maybe, but they are still behind though. I don't really feel guaranteed that Celtic will get back into it personally, so I think Liverpool have been very strong. They really know what they're doing in this match, and they're really showing that on the pitch here for this afternoon's game. But obviously Manida was the goal scorer in that goal there, and scored 5 goals in 11 matches so far in the Premier League. But now Darwin Núñez meanwhile here gets a 4th and a save again from Joe Hart. Imagine them thrashing Celtic here by 4 in this game in the first half of the match. That'll be very, very good. And a header there, and it's a save. Another corner here for Liverpool. And now is Dominic Sabitzer will cross the ball into the box. Head away here slightly. Now Morgan Gibbs-White trying to clear the ball away from danger here for Celtic. Now Callum McGregor. McGregor now pushing forward here. Now obviously McAllister now. And now here's, okay, a free kick's being given. Now is Cameron Vickers now to Nakamba. Now McGregor. Now to Nakamba. And now here's to Darwin Núñez. Now here's McGregor. He's really pushing forward here now for Celtic. Now Celtic on the attack. Chris Wood. Nathan Redmond, and it's offside. And unfortunately he was in offside position. And there you have it. Brilliant. Brilliant to see. A free kick's been given. Now Thiago. Now Sabitzer. Now it is Thiago. Now Rafael Leao. Save right there from the keeper. And now it's going to be here a corner. And now going to be a goal maybe. Oh, good defending. Now Chris Wood. And that will be that for the end of the first half of the matchup here at Celtic Park. As it's been absolutely brilliant here for Liverpool to be 3 goals up in the first half. And brilliant football from Rafinha, Darwin Núñez and Thiago as it ends here. Celtic 1, Liverpool 3. We're back here now for the second half, and here we go. And Liverpool been absolutely brilliant. They've been in this first half, but 3-1 at the half-time break. And let's see how Liverpool can bring in this part in the second half. But here's Cameron Vickers. Now here's Chris Wood. Now to McGregor. Now Wood. Now here's Gibbs-White. Now to Manida. Goal for him! And Celtic are not giving up, they're not. It's 3-2. And Manida puts it into the net. The Japanese midfielder. He scored 2 here in this afternoon's game. And it's game on here at Celtic Park. I think we all expected that Liverpool might run away with it and win the match. But it looks like Celtic are getting back in the matchup as quick as possible in this game. And a bit of confidence being shifting into Brendan Rodgers' team now in the second half. But now here's Rafinha in the other end of the pitch. Has a shot, but saved right there from Joe Hart. And now Sabitzer cross the ball into the box here for Liverpool. Header in, save there again for Joe Hart. Another corner kick here for Liverpool. And now Sabitzer cross the ball into the box here now. Header into the box, a goal, and it is. And Liverpool extend the lead and make sure that Celtic do not get back into the game or any sniff back in the game as Darwin Núñez places the ball from his head into the net, and now it's 4-2 Liverpool. Great cross and a great header right there from Darwin Núñez, and the keeper could do nothing about that, unfortunately. And it went real past him nicely, as Joe Hart was very, very poor there to react to that. And it's now 4-2 Liverpool in the game. And it looks like I think Liverpool probably likely to win this match anyway. So I don't really think, after we've got half an hour in the matchup, if Celtic will get back in the match anytime soon. But here's Nathan Redmond now, meanwhile, here for Celtic. Now here's McGregor. Now Nathan Redmond. Now here's Morgan Gibbs-White now to Manida. Manida now has a chance, but good block there from Liverpool. And now is Alexis McAllister, and that is going to be a foul. And Thiago was fouled, the captain here for Liverpool, and the referee's going to get some words here to David. Oh, it's off! I thought for 1 second that might be a yellow, but that is a red card offence. Very shocking here at Celtic Park. And things not looking great here for Celtic, as they're now down to 10 men in this match over Liverpool. And obviously they have to, accept it and obviously move on from this and deal with the 10 men they've got in the pitch rather than what Liverpool have. And now McGregor. And now here's Furuhashi. Furuhashi lobbed the keeper over, and he scores for Celtic. And it looks like that Celtic are not giving up without a fight here. They are not giving up without a fight. And the other Japanese player lobbed the keeper. Furuhashi lobbed Alisson, and that ball rolled over the line. And now Celtic are getting back in the game slightly in this matchup. They're still behind though by 4-2, but it looks better for them in terms of what they can do in this matchup to try and get back in the game. And now Rafinha, meanwhile, here could go for a 5th goal here maybe. Great cover defending here from Celtic. And now Nakiba now pass the ball right here now to Lockyer. Now Lockyer now pass to McGregor. Now here's Furuhashi. Furuhashi's through. He's pacing through the team of Liverpool here. Might go 4-4 in the matchup. And that might be a dramatic comeback right here for Celtic, even though they're down to 10 men and they might feel hopeless. But it looks like here a little bit of fire in their attack here for Celtic. Never expect this to happen in the last, 10 minutes. And now Furuhashi again here. And now Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White has a shot, hit the post. And now McAllister trying to clear it away, but he couldn't. And he's over the line. The ball went over the line as Alexis McAllister tried to clear the ball out of danger. But unfortunately, the ball rolled over the line. And now it's 4-4. I cannot believe this, the scenes here in Celtic Park. How could they, as they're down to 10 men, to be actually losing the game by 4-2? Feel very hopeless as their man was sent off, and he'll be banned for the next game for Nathan Redmond. And then, however, after that, they've scored 2 goals, and now it's not over just yet here for Celtic. Callum McGregor, and now Gibbs-White, back to McGregor, it's 5-4! 5-4 the Celtic! And I cannot believe the roller coaster has turned their corners around here for Celtic, as they were 4-2 down, very hopeless on getting a result here in this afternoon's game, and somehow Celtic are now leading for the first time in this matchup. And I did not believe this script ever going to happen for Celtic, to be obviously 3-0 down to 3-1 at half time, and then to 4-2 during the game, and now 5-4 to Celtic. That's probably the biggest comebacks in Premier League history for Celtic FC. We've got 4 minutes left of stoppage time remaining here at Celtic Park, and it could be Liverpool's first loss since losing to Chelsea in the opening game of the season. And now Rafinha 1v1 the keeper, save from Joe Hart. Rafinha again, another save from Joe Hart. And now we've got ourselves a corner in this matchup, and Rafinha's down and hurt, and he'll be off the pitch here, and Jota's coming on. And now Sabitzer now cross the ball into the box. And a header, save there from Joe Hart. And the whistle blows here for full time, and Celtic have got that victory to be 3-0 down and 4-2 down, and to come back to make it 5-4 was absolutely impressive for Brendan Rodgers, and to beat his former club that he used to manage many, many years ago. And he did it by beating Klopp's side here at Celtic Park this afternoon by 5-4. and Celtic's first major win in the Premier League in this season also, as it ends here this afternoon at Celtic 5, Liverpool 4. An absolute 9-goal thriller at Celtic Park. Liverpool were leading the game by 4-2, but Celtic, the fight, that courage and that determination to get their first victory at home this season was absolutely brilliant for the Celtic team to get something out of Liverpool here, a team who are fighting for the Premier League title at the top end of the league. And how do you feel on Celtic not giving up without a fight here at Celtic Park? A brilliant game, absolute brilliant game. I thought they did so well, Celtic. I thought Liverpool could have won that game, in my honest opinion. Liverpool were all over Celtic. Even scored early on in the game to, convince myself that Liverpool will get the victory over the bag. But Celtic, with Brendan Rodgers, obviously the full manager of Liverpool, to, give the Celtic players a little bit of belief, a little bit of desire, a little bit of hunger going to the second half. They've turned their fortunes around in this game, and I've got to say, brilliant football from Celtic, and they deserve this victory because they've had a very tough start to the season, as we all know that they are lurking outside of the relegation zone this season, and to get some breathing space away from that and get the victory here was big. Thank you very much there, Alan. Let's get straight now to the other 8-game coverage here of all the games here on BBC on Matchday 11 of Match of the Day. Leicester City got themselves in the lead in the game here as James Maddison strikes it 1v1 there to Emiliano Martinez to put Leicester in the lead here at the King Power Stadium, as Villa are now behind in the match. And then straight after that, Aston Villa got themselves back in the game, a response. And then Aston Villa got themselves back in level in the match here, and they equalised in the game as Diaby right there, 1v1 to Schmeichel, beats past Schmeichel, and Villa are now in level in the game here at the King Power Stadium. And then Jack Grealish somehow put the ball into the bottom corner to put Villa finally in front for the first time in this game here from a corner, short corner, past there to Jack Grealish there from Douglas Luiz, all the way there into the box. And the Leicester City defenders could not handle Jack Grealish's skills in the box. And now it's 2-1 here to the Villains. And then Aston Villa got themselves the third goal in the matchup in the game here, as Diaby beats past here on Schmeichel to make it 3-1 to extend the lead here. Brilliant goal, I've got to say. All the way there to Diaby. He's 1v1 there to the goalkeeper. Hits it past him, and now it is 3-1 here to Aston Villa in the match. And then Leicester City right there got themselves a goal back in the match up here, as Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, the captain, got a goal back here for Leicester City in the game to make it 3-2, and maybe a comeback could happen here for the Foxes. And then however after that, Aston Villa got themselves the fourth goal of the match up here, as the RB again puts it past there on Schmeichel, and now it is 4-2 here to Aston Villa, as the west side of the Midlands, Villa, won here against the east side of the Midlands here by 4-2 here this afternoon. It took Manchester United to be finally in front for the first time in the game into the 76th minute of the game of the second half to finally put the ball into the back of the net, as United are now winning the game by 1-0 as we speak. And then Norwich City somehow got themselves that last minute goal to make it 1-1 to get a point over United here, famously here at Carrow Road. And that was a great goal there from Todd Cantwell to make it 1-1 in the match. But unfortunately, United dropped points as they are currently top of the Premier League going into match day 11. A real brilliant assist right there from James Ward-Prowse. Hits it for his laces there, Gerald Bowen, into that bottom corner to put West Ham in an early lead here at the G-Tech Stadium, as they're now leading over Brentford by 1-0. And then straight after that, West Ham again made it 2-0 after half an hour in the game, as the centre-back scored. Everson Alvarez makes it 2-0 to West Ham United. And they are now 2 goals in front here against the West London side, as the keeper there, Flacken, could not save that shot as Alvarez makes it 2 past the keeper. And then, however, again, West Ham made it 3. Gerald Bowen, 1v1 to the keeper Flacken, placed it into that top corner to make it 3-0 in the game for West Ham United. Hits it in, beats past the keeper, and now it is 3-0 now to West Ham in the game before half-time. And the goal was scored there by Edison Alvarez, hit the post, ricocheted back to Kudos, and then he taps it in with an open net, as the Ghanaian there makes it 4 for West Ham United, and they guarantee themselves the 3 points and the 4 goals here in West London here from this evening. A perfect start for Rangers for their new manager Philippe Clement, in charge as now manager for Rangers after the departure of David Moyes, as Danilo makes it 1-0. And then Crystal Palace got themselves a goal back in the match-up here to make it 1 apiece here, as Samba could not even save Wilfried Zaha's shot from that pace he had down that wing, as Rangers now are level in the game. But things got bad to worse here for Glasgow Rangers, and Crystal Palace again got themselves the second goal in the game by Michael Olise. Really beat past the defender there of Goldson, strikes it there past Samba outside of the box, and Crystal Palace got their first win after 4 or 5 games without a victory, and they are back into winning ways as he won here this afternoon by 2-1 here at iBox. Man City got themselves in front in the match-up here as Karim Benzema beats past the Leeds defender to put them 1 goal up in the match, in the game, as Leeds were very terrible there they were, and they were falling apart in defence as Benzema placed it in to make it 1-0 here for City in the game. And then City again got themselves another goal in the match-up here in the Etihad Stadium in the second half as Messi ran through the defenders of Leeds and striked it into that top corner. And now it's 2-0 here to the Sky Blues of Manchester in this game, as Leeds are really falling apart here. And then Leeds again got themselves the 3rd goal in the game here at the Etihad Stadium, as a brilliant, terrific goal here for Karim Benzema again. Solo 1v1 to the goalkeeper Moulier and beats past him and scored against him. And now City lead by 3-0 at the Etihad Stadium here in Manchester, as Leeds did very well last week by beating Rangers by 5-0 to sack David Moyes, but this week is the opposite for Leeds. And again another goal was scored to make it 4. Messi, pass to Benzema, and a hat-trick again here for Karim Benzema in the game, as he has been absolutely phenomenal. Great teamwork there between Messi and Benzema, and then Benzema taps it in again, and Leeds look hopeless, they do. It's 4-0 now in the game. And then, however, the 5th last goal of the match-up for City, Jude Bellingham in the 90th minute of the match-up puts the ball past Moulier and makes it 5-0, and the match ended here at the Etihad Stadium as City 5, Leeds 0 at full time. These two teams had a very good start to the season in the Premier League, but Brighton got themselves the first laugh in the match-up as they're leading the game here from a cross-set-piece header to Adingra to make it 1-0 to the Seagulls. Everton got up to 1-1 in the match-up here after Corey there passed there to Richarlison, and Richarlison really sneakily put the ball past the keeper, David Sanchez, to make it 1-1 in the game. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin there, really nicely there, passed there to Richarlison, and then Richarlison there on the attack, 1v1 there to the goalkeeper, puts it in, makes it here 2-1, and Everton finally got themselves in the lead here as they want to continue this success so far at this season after 11 games played, after a very good start to the season for Sean Dyche's side. As a cross came to the box of Richarlison and a head away right there from Veltman, and then Decore there won the ball back here for Everton. Right there, Dwight McNeil, and then rebound out again. Then Dwight McNeil again hit his laces on that, and then Everton extend the lead to make it 3-1. And he runs to the manager here, Sean Dyche, with pride and also being proud to be an Evertonian, as they are win the matchup here at Goodison Park by 3-1, and they are now top of the Premier League for the first time this season, and a very perfect start for Sean Dyche's side. And looks like the referee gives a red card to the Sheffield United defender here, Jack Robinson, as he took out their tuner recklessly, as he was the last man he was. And Sheffield United were down to 10 men in the matchup here at Bramall Lane. But things look good for Sheffield United though, even though they had a very poor start to the season, even though they're down to 10 men in this matchup. But Sheffield United got themselves in the league for the first time ever in the Premier League. A perfect header into the box there to the young French striker to put the ball into the back of the net to put Sheffield the Blades in the league for the first time this season, even at home as well especially. And then Sheffield United again extend the lead here by James McAtee, made it 2-0 in the matchup here for the Blades. And this team had a very poor start to the season, returning back to the Premier League for the first time since 2007. Might looking to get their first home win of the season here at Sheffield this afternoon. But however, Wolverhampton Wanderers got themselves a goal back before half-time, as Tuna right there was 1v1 right there to Fodringham, and he beats past Fodringham to make it 2-1 in the game, and that means that there's 2 victories so far that Sheffield gains this season, and also their first home win, and they've moved out of the relegation drop. And Newcastle take the lead half an hour into the game as Miguel Almiron puts Newcastle in front against Arsenal, the team who have done so well so far this season after beating the 2 big teams so far in the league, Spurs and Man City, in the last couple of weeks. But now Arsenal are behind against Newcastle at St James's Park. And Newcastle extend the lead to make it 2 goals up against Arsenal. Callum Wilson strikes it into that top corner, and Rea could do nothing about that, unfortunately, to reach that ball from that top corner. And now Newcastle lead the game again to extend it to 2-0 now. And he put a little bit of a save onto that, not much on that. And now it is a goal to make it 2 for Newcastle. But Arsenal, however, got themselves a goal back in the matchup here from Gabriel Jesus. Maybe a comeback could happen here for the Gunners here. A great header there from Gabriel Jesus. No one there picking up on Jesus. And he gets a goal back here for the Arsenal team. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case for Arsenal, because they extended the lead to make it 3-1 to make sure they win the game, as Callum Wilson scores his second goal for Newcastle United this afternoon, as it ends here at St James's Park as Newcastle United 3, Arsenal 1 at the end of the game here at St James's Park. It was nice to see for your old team, Alan, for Newcastle to beat Arsenal here by 3-1. How do you feel on the result for Newcastle to beat Arsenal here at St James's Park? It was a real brilliant game for Newcastle, for my team. You know, we did very well in the matchup. You know, 50,000 people at attendance with a great atmosphere, giving Arsenal a very tough game here this afternoon. And they did that in front of their home supporters. I know that Arsenal picked up some great form after a poor start to the season by beating the likes of Leeds, Spurs, Man City, and, you know, picking up some great form of results, but to climb up the table. But, you know, for Newcastle here this afternoon, they played a real brilliant style of football. Eddie Howe's attacking football really worked here at St James's Park, and unfortunately Arsenal came second best here this afternoon. But big win now for my team Newcastle this afternoon. Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on to the other side of North London for Arsenal's rivals here, as they're featured here on Match of the Day as Spurs, as they're going to host against their West London rivals Chelsea in this matchup. A big game between these two teams, but who will stand up tall between Spurs and Chelsea this afternoon? And now let's get to the coverage of that matchup here at White Hart Lane. And we are finally here for this evening's game, as Tottenham will take on Chelsea here. London derby. And to North London, as we have the West London side from West London. Chelsea travel up to the north of London to North London to take on Tottenham here for this evening's game. And we do know that obviously that the Spurs, they want to got a chance to win here for tonight's game. They could move up to 5th in the league. If Chelsea win, then they go above Arsenal and they go towards the top 4 position if Chelsea win here tonight, because the two teams are in the exact same boat, in the exact same positioning, likely so, outside of the top 4 of the Premier League. And could any of these two teams get one step a little bit closer in that top 4 race? But we do have here for Tottenham's lineup here for this evening. We've got Lopez in goal. We've got here Victor van der Ven. We've got Romero. We've got Fekir, Basuma as well, and Fabinho, and Son Heung-min, Kane, and also Kulusevski. And Poro's plan as well, and also Dougie's plan. A different change comparison to the game against Ajax during the week, when actually Spurs won the matchup against Ajax by 3-0 and guaranteed their first win in European football. But as for Chelsea, however, we do have in goal is Courtois, and we have Tamuri, Desai, James as well, Enzo Fernandez, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Raheem Sterling as well, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, and also Romelu Lukaku as well for the Chelsea team. And we're going to kick things off this matchup here as these two teams are ready for kickoff. And let's find out who's the real team in London between Spurs and Chelsea. And here we go. And let's get this coverage underway between these two teams here for this evening game. And we do know that Chelsea and Spurs had respective European games during the week. We all know that Chelsea lost 3-1 and lost their first Champions League matchup against Bayern Munich by 3-1. And then Spurs won against Ajax at the Amsterdam Arena by 3-0 during Tuesday of last week, of the return of football due to the Olympic break took place during of last month. So there was no November coverage of football. And there's a chance for Chelsea to get themselves in front, but save right there from Lopez to stop Chelsea from maybe scoring right there. And now here's Son Heung-min pushing forward here for Spurs. Looking for a pass here now to Harry Kane. Now here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And now Fekir. Now is to Reece James. And now back now to Spurs, won the ball back in. Now Song. Now to Fekir. Here's Fabinho, and it's gone to the keeper's hands very comfortably right there to Courtois. And that was a close call right there for Chelsea to concede there, but good save then, hands there from Courtois in this match. Now back to Spurs here again. Now Kulusevski, now Fekir. And now here's a chance for a goal here, and it is! And Spurs have got themselves a goal in the match, and Fabinho placed the ball into the top corner, and they've scored so far in this match. And they are in the lead here, Tottenham, as the team at the home team here are being the visitors here who travelled all the way from West London to come here to North London here, as now Spurs take the lead here by Fabinho in the matchup in the first 23 minutes in the game. And that's brilliant here for Spurs to get themselves in the lead in this match. But here's Lukaku. Now Tammy Abraham. And now here's Basuma. Now here's to Harry Kane. Now is Enzo Fernandez. Now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now Enzo Fernandez again. Now Raheem Sterling. Sterling on the attack. Save there. The clearance. Now Fekir. And now pass to the Son Heung-min. Now Song. Save. Kane. Goal to make it 2. And it was a goal there for Harry Kane to extend the lead here at White Hart Lane. And Chelsea are in big trouble because Tottenham are now 2 goals up into the good here. And a shot from Fekir, saved there by one hand, and then the ball rebounded back out from the keeper. Then Harry Kane had to just tap it in, and he did that. And now it's 2-0 here to Spurs in the match. Brilliant to see right there for Tottenham. So it's going to be here, it looks like a warning right there from the referee to warn there on Basuma. And there was no card given there, but free kick here for Chelsea though, just before half time. We've got another 8 minutes to go until half time. Now here's to Mason Mount. Now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek! Oh, Ruben Loftus-Cheek! And that's a goal back here for Chelsea. game on here at White Hart Lane. And doesn't like Chelsea are not going to give up at all. Or even allow Spurs to actually humiliate them here at home. Because Chelsea have got a little bit of a lifeline here. And what a hit there from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Very calm, very composed. And he hit that from outside of the box. As Anthony Lopez could not save that. And it is 1 goal back in the match here for Chelsea. But yeah, 2-1 here for Tottenham in the match here in this game. But here's Kulusevski now to Porro. And now here's Fabinho, now to Fekir. Good challenge there, slightly there to Tammy Abraham. And now Abraham now pushing forward here now for Chelsea. Mickey van der Ven. And now Bissouma. Now to Kane. Kane there to Fabinho. To try and extend the lead again, hopefully here for Tottenham. But I don't think it's going to be here. And it is going to be all over for the first half of the game here in Tottenham. Here this evening, as Spurs do take that lead into the break, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek gave Chelsea a little bit of a lifeline here to try and get back into the match as it ends half-time. Spurs 2, Chelsea 1. Second half, and here we go. And Spurs obviously are in the second half as they are in the lead. And so this is brilliant stuff it is here for Tottenham. Now Fabinho now to Song. Oh, in the box here now. Dangerous here for Spurs to score, but great defending there from Chelsea. And now Mason Mount. Now it's Enzo Fernandez. Now Mount. Lukaku. And Lukaku hits it in. And Chelsea are now level in the match. And I cannot believe it. I think we knew it was going to happen anyway, so for Chelsea to get back into it, because they've got themselves back into it from 2-0 down to 2-2. But I had a feeling that Chelsea will not give up here, because fancy going to your rivals and concede 2 goals silly in the first half. Obviously Chelsea look like a team wanted to try and bounce back from it, and they're trying to at the moment as we speak. But here's Harry Kane. Now Fekir. Now Fabinho. Now Kane. Looking for an opportunity here to score, but no. And now Enzo Fernandez. And it's been a very, let's say, tight game here tonight here between Spurs and Chelsea. But I think it might be a point rather than a win. There may be a chance of Spurs to get themselves back in front. But a corner has been given here for Tottenham. And let's see what they can do from this. It's gone to the keeper's hands very easily and comfortably right there for Courtois. And now here's Mason Mount. A foul right there has been given. So free kick here now for Desai, the defender for Chelsea. Now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And now here's Tammy Abraham. And it's gone to the keeper's hands there of Lopez. Header. And just to let you guys all know, not long left until half time. Not long left. And it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Kane. And goes for a shot there to hit the crossbar. And now save right there for the keeper there from Courtois there. And now another corner here for Spurs. Now all the way there to Bantikar. And now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Lukaku pushing forward. And Lukaku, could have made it free. And that shot right there went wide for Chelsea. And Lopez will take the goal kick here for Tottenham. Now a header there. Now all the way to Fabinho. Now Fekir. Now here's Harry Kane. Kane there pushing forward. Kane! Oh, close. Very close. And Courtois there boots it away. Header there. Mason Mount. And here's Mount. Mount's going through. Mount scores! 3-2 Chelsea! And the Blues have came back from 2-0 down to 3-2 here this evening in this London derby. And the Chelsea fans, the away end, are going wild here. And Tottenham have bottled a victory here at home to their arch rivals down at West London. And Mason Mount, by all names, the British midfielder, makes it 3 for Chelsea. And also for Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. As that is a big win. If they win it right now for tonight's game, then that means that Chelsea will definitely move closer towards 4th place in the Premiership. And not far off of the top of the table also. And the referee gives a yellow card here to the captain, to Ben Chilwell there, from a reckless challenge there to Harry Kane. So free kick's going to be given here now for Tottenham. Kane will take it. They are behind here, losing at home. And it's going to be a free kick here now for Chelsea. And now a header there now to Mason Mount. Nearly end of the game, nearly so. And it's full time at the end of the match-up here for this evening. And Chelsea came back from the dead from losing 2-0 just before half-time and lead the game in the 88th minute, all thanks to Mason Mount. And one of their own scores here for the Chelsea team here. And that is a brilliant win for Chelsea to get one step closer towards 4th place in the Premier League. And it ends here for tonight's game as Spurs 2, Chelsea 3. The official results of the Premier League for matchday 11. Brentford 0, West Ham United 4, Celtic 5, Liverpool 4, Everton 3, Brighton Hove Albion 1, Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 4, Man City 5, Leeds 0, Newcastle 3, Arsenal 1, Norwich 1, Man United 1, Rangers 1, Crystal Palace 2, Sheffield United 2, Wolves 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Chelsea 3. And that puts Everton at the top of the Premier League for the first time this season, as they are top of the league on the best goal difference comparison to Man United, as they beaten Brighton by 3-1 this weekend. And that means that Arsenal are dropped to 6th as Chelsea won their game to Spurs. And that's mostly changed in the top half of the Premier League table. In the bottom half of the table, we do know that Sheffield United had a very poor start to the season, obviously returning back to the Premier League for the first time since 2007. They won again here against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they are now above Wolves outside of the relegation drop. And also worrying times for Brentford as they lost against West Ham by 4-0 this afternoon. They dropped down to 16th. But as for Rangers, after their new manager, no effect so far for Rangers with their new manager in charge. But coming up for next week, Super Sunday is here, as we're going to have Chelsea as they will take on against Man City. And that'll be live, the only game on Super Sunday for next week. And also coming up as well this Wednesday, we do have Real Madrid as they will take on Arsenal on BBC, and Liverpool will take on RB Leipzig. The featured matches will be live for matchday 5 of the UEFA Champions League. But that's all we have time for here right now for Match of the Day here on BBC. And we'll see you, of course, for next week. Will be featured on Sky Sports on Super Sunday with Richard Keys and also Andy Gray, live between Chelsea and Man City on that Super Sunday coverage. But that's all we have time for here right now for Match of the Day. We'll see you in a couple of days for the Champions League. But until then, have a good night.